Alright gang, with the release of Modern Warfare 3 literally in 4 days, right? 4 or 5 days, or November 2nd, we need to touch up on what's about to happen with the channel. With Campaign, we got Campaign releasing November 2nd, and they released this like full thing about Campaign and the combat missions, new innovative open combat missions. I just kind of want to give the channel like a refresher, a touch up to know what to expect, because from November 2nd to the release of the game, each day we will have campaign mission playthrough, obviously on veteran or whatever the hardest mode is, up to the release of the game. I did it last year. It was a ton of fun, huge success, and I actually streamed the entirety of it as well on the channel. So for those of you who like to watch like a really long stream, so you can do it that way. So I will be streaming the game, and then we will also have mission by mission videos online. But with the new open combat, I think we're gonna have a lot to look forward to. So to my understanding, with these open combat missions, you can do whatever you want. Like, it's up to you. It's almost as if the map is open world, so anything's up to your choosing. Right here, 10 of many examples of what to do in open combat missions. In short, open combat missions are not linear. They can be approached from numerous angles, including altering strategies at any point during the mission. The longer story, not inclusive of the moment-by-moment choices, but made within these missions. Here are 10 true to the franchise actions and strategies to use in open combat missions. So it's just kind of going about like different ways to play. So you have like stealth. So you can be sneaky about, you know, you don't have to just run through like step by step, oh, meet me here and do this or this. I mean, you can play these however you want, which makes it so cool. Obviously, guns a-blazing. You already know what we're doing. Using your loadout, this is so cool. Not only do you typically have a primary and secondary weapon, equipment leads to tacticals and on operator gear like binoculars or NVGs, but another part of your loadout and new to campaign is additional equipment. Just like in Warzone, you can stow away loadout items like field upgrades, self-revive kits, and equipment pieces for later use, allowing you to use certain strategies more often. Like, this is crazy. Like, if we're going to be able to level up guns and have loadouts on standby for when multiplayer comes out, that is wild, bro. That means we will be, if you can level up guns in think about this, in campaign, and we have what, 8 days from the day campaign drops to the release of the full game, we can grind our guns out in the campaign missions. That is absurd. Like, we will absolutely do that, and if that's a thing, I will absolutely find the fastest mission to do it, get it done, and have a video for the fastest way to grind XP. But that's coming. Picking up enemy ordnance rather than having enemies guns. Rather have the enemy's gun instead of your own. Feel free, just like a more familiar campaign mission, your open combat mission operators can use all kinds of armaments, including those dropped by enemies. Scavenging for more. New to the Call of Duty campaign missions, it's possible to find loose loadout items or boxes, or even the ability to swap another loadout mid-mission via special loadout crates. Some of these resources will be in obvious locations. Others, especially those that can lead to some interesting strategies, are a bit harder to uncover. It looks like they're gonna have like little Easter eggs throughout the campaign, which I think is so sick. It makes me think about Borderlands. Like, if you play in Borderlands and you see a spot like, oh, I could parkour up to that, or maybe I could get to that, there's usually a weapon crate at the top of it. It sounds like Call of Duty's doing that, and I think that's going to be such a unique expansion, not only for the campaign, but especially for like us content creators. For me, when I'm streaming this, I get people watching, if someone could point it out like, yo, I saw something over here. I think it's gonna make the whole campaign more interactive for all of us, which is super sick. On foot is the next one. We got most Call of Duty campaign missions involve boots on the ground combat. So if you'd rather go on the traditional route in open combat missions, very little is stopping you from standard operator movements, or you can slide cancel all over the mission, but don't expect tactical sprint to recharge whenever you do it. You gotta love that. The slide cancels back, baby. It's so good. Whether it's jumping off of the Gora Dam or mantling on the balconies, open combat missions offer plenty of vertically and unconventional movement options. So obviously, parachuting, parkour, stuff like that. In water, you can swim. Feel free to swim around, which is cool. It's something we aren't new to. We know that. Vehicles, open combat missions often contain drivable vehicles. See, this is like what's so cool to me. Like, you hop into a mission, it's like a sandbox at that point. You can just get in a vehicle and just ride around and go crazy. Like, that's nuts. I wonder how much of Verdansk is going to be open to combat missions. Like, what if Verdansk is like, it is just the map? Like, it is an open map of Verdansk and you have objectives and you just have to go get them knocked out. That would be so crazy. It says, remember, during open combat mission, you can change your approach at any moment. Just keep in mind what many multiplayer veterans will tell you is key to mission success. Play to finish objectives. Essentially, open combat missions are based in ideals of player choice and challenge. You'll be intentionally challenged by enemies in a variety of different ways, in part because if you get no resistance as you're going through, then there's no reason to try different strategies. So sick, gang, it's coming. I just wanted to give everyone a briefing to know like what to expect. It should have the dates, I guess the definitive dates somewhere on here. I mean, I know them. It's November 2nd for release on campaign, and then November 10th for the release of the full game. Super duper stoked. I'm excited. I hope you all are just as excited as I am. If you have anything you want to see me do during the campaign, any sort of challenge, we can get there. Let me know in the comments down below, and let me know if you're gonna be tuning into the stream, man. I love streaming the campaign. I had so much fun doing it last year. We're gonna do it again this year. Gang, hit the sub, crush the like, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow for another heater. Let's get it, gang.